Dude, mobile games are the fucking worst. Full stop. Actually, yeah, just end the video there. Point made. Throw the end card up. Alright, but for real, phone games were at one point a big selling point for me in that awkward era between technology when the first smartphones were hitting the market. It's hard to imagine life without a smartphone now, I say while literally typing the script up using Google Drive on my phone while sitting on the toilet.
Sitting on toilet!
But back in the mid-2000s when these came out, I was absolutely that kid being like, so what, it's like a computer in your pocket that's also a phone? The hell do I need that for? I already own a laptop and a cell phone. My little LG chocolate does everything I need a phone to do. Oh, young little bit pixel. So naive. Even though it wasn't the first smartphone, the first iPhone came out in 2007. I was in high school then, and I thought it was overpriced, overhyped, and kinda dumb. To be fair, the iPhone 1, yeah, it kinda was, at least for a teenager at the time. There was no way for me to justify spending $600 on a phone. Like, for comparison, the LG chocolate I just mentioned I had was like 99 bucks, and mine was a hand-me-down, yo. Honestly, even today, my current phone, the Pixel 7 Pro, was only like 350 bucks. $600 for a phone is steep. Like, shit, I was working at a burrito joint, flinging tacos and sweeping floors back then. My 2-week paychecks were like 150 bucks on a good pay period. Ain't no way my ass was about to spend like 2 entire months of pay to have a smartphone that I just didn't really need or even really want at the time. But the years went on, and a little preview of a game made my shitty little jaw drop, and I knew it was time for an upgrade. Infinity Blade released in 2010, and holy fuck, dude, it seemed unreal. You get it? Because it was built on Unreal Engine 3? Now you gotta keep in mind, smartphones were not the staples of society that they are today. They were gaining in popularity, sure, but most people I knew still had phones like this. Games on phones still looked like this. The idea that a phone could play something that looked kind of on par with console games? Dude, that was nuts. I was like, oh, we in the future now, huh? Like, I didn't know these newfangled smartphones could also be handheld game consoles. That changes things. Now I kinda want one. I finally made the jump and got me an iPhone 3GS sometime around 2011. Like, the 4S had just come out, so the 2-year-old 3GS dropped to like 250 bucks. That I could swing. And you know the first thing I did was download Infinity Blade. I waited with anticipation as that big-ass game downloaded to my huge 8GB hard drive. Finally, let's see how this plays. It was fine. Pretty, especially for a phone, but just fine. Don't get me wrong, I played the hell out of it, but it was fine. Ran like shit, and it made my phone get really hot. But hey, now I have this fancy new device, and there are other games, right? Let's see what's up. Jetpack Joyride, Doodle Jump, Fruit Ninja, Cut the Rope, Angry Birds, Tiny Wings! Oh, I forgot about Tiny Wings, that game was fun. There were so many games that were, I mean, like, honestly not bad. This was kind of the golden era of mobile gaming. Ads were not super prevalent in games yet, and when they were usually just little banner ads that you could kind of ignore. Generally games, you know, they might cost a few bucks, but hey, worth it. You pay like $5, you got a game on your phone that you can just pick up and play whenever, ad-free. And I know it's hard to imagine filling up an entire 8GB hard drive, but, you know, on the off chance that you did, just delete the ones you're not playing, and it's cool. You can re-download them whenever. You own them now. Big ol' quotes in that own. Man, the future looked super bright for mobile gaming. I distinctly remember thinking, if this is the kind of shit we're getting now while this tech is still fairly new, man, imagine what we're gonna have in like 10 years. Well, little bit pixel, here we are. How's that mobile game landscape looking now? Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. What? Oh God. What? Why? How? What? Ugh. Dude, it's such a shame. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some super solid phone games, and we're gonna get to that, hold your horses. But nowadays, 99% of what you see on the Play Store is hot garbage. That, or it's an okay, kind of fun little time waster that is absolutely bastardized and ruined by microtransactions and ads. Yet despite all that, it's a thriving market. Nah, not just a thriving market, it's the entertainment market. In 2023, mobile games saw a revenue of almost $93 billion. Billion, dude, with a B. Console games were at $56 billion, and PC games were at $37 billion. These two combined match the mobile game market share. This makes as much money as this. What the fuck? How does this happen? I mean, let's think about that, and let's try to break it down to a few key factors. I think what really makes mobile games thrive would be convenience, low entry cost, accessibility, and brain rot. Let's break it down. I don't think there's a more convenient way to play anything than on your phone. The vast majority of people have one.
Do you guys not have phones?
And most people, myself unfortunately included, spend a staggering amount of time per day on those little screens. Like, no, literally about 3 to 5 hours per day. Like, damn, man, I want to put that into a perspective. If you get a full 8 hours of sleep, you're awake for only 16 hours. If you work a full 8-hour day like most people, you've got 8 hours to live your actual life in a day. If you spend 5 of those on a phone, you got 3 hours to yourself to enjoy life and touch grass and shit. Granted, some of those phone hours were probably spent at work, but you get the picture. We are hard addicted to our phones. Think back to these phone days. And shit, man, there were times that I would forget my phone at home. Like, whatever, I'm out and about with the people I would be calling or texting anyway. I don't need it. Now, if I forgot my phone at home, my ass would be doing a Tokyo Drift U-turn in the middle of the road to head back and grab it. It's crazy how much these devices have evolved and our habits alongside them. But with that, it makes it super convenient to play games on. You always have it on you, and I don't know, you're sitting in the waiting room at the doctor's office. Rip some packs, you little addict. Are you a passenger in the car on a road trip? Just knock out some Candy Crush levels. Literally, I was on a train from Delaware to New York City recently. It took about 2 hours or so. I spent the entire time just playing Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced on my phone. The Amtrak is like fairly cramped if you don't get a room, and I didn't want to dig my Switch out of my bag, so hey, boom, a convenient little pocket device wins again. This one's a bit subjective because it can be a low entry cost to get a phone. That doesn't mean it is. If you chase the newest and best iPhone every year, it's going to cost you more than my first car did. Same goes for Samsung. God damn, these prices are insane in this economy. But if you're like me, fuck getting the newest phone and absolutely fuck ever financing a cell phone. I kind of live on the concept of if I can't afford to buy it outright, I can't afford it. And the only exceptions for that being like a car or a house for obvious reasons. That serves me pretty well financially. So get your ass on Google, type in, what is the newest Pixel phone? Oh, the 10 just came out? Got it. Go over to Amazon, type in the Pixel 7 Pro, $270. This was at one time a $900 phone, don't forget that. Is it as fast as the 10? Probably not. Is it going to be a solid phone? Yup. Shit, even Burrito Roller's 16-year-old bit Pixel could afford this baddie. When you do that, it's a relatively low bar to buy a new phone. In the US alone, 91% of the population has some kind of smartphone. Globally, there are 7.2 billion smartphone users. The global population is about 8.2 billion. That is a staggering amount of smartphones in the whole world, dude. So you release a mobile game, that's your market. A potential of 7.2 billion players. 80 million PS5s have sold and like 33 million Xboxes. You want to release a console game? Your market is significantly smaller. By that logic, it's actually nuts that the console game market can even kind of keep up with mobile games at all. Oh, what do I mean by brain rot? My boy, you already know. Let me ask you, why'd you click on this video? Is it because it's a topic you're interested in? Hey, fair enough. Is it because you're subscribed to me? Aw, really? Are you? Oh, thanks, man. That means a lot. Or is it perhaps because you saw a cute little anime cat girl and you thought, I like that? If it was the latter, hey, I'm surprised you made it this far with my deep-ass male voice, but I appreciate it. That's the brain rot I'm talking about. Addiction, ADD, FOMO, and booby waifus. Apparently this is the secret to making billions on the App Store. Combine all 4 of those and hey, congratulations, now you're MiHoYo. But for real, make a game that either has a lot of content and shit to do, or just a game with a super simple but addicting gameplay loop. That's going to get the ADD ones that need something to occupy their thoughts hooked. Then you add cute little booby waifus, maybe 3D models, maybe just JPEGs, it doesn't matter. Now, make them only available for a limited time. Oh yeah, and make the chance of getting them really low. Hey, you've only got 2 weeks. Better keep pulling if you want the blue hair anime cat girl that's wearing a maid outfit. By the way, her abilities are the best we've released so far. Oh, also, here's some free currency for you to do some pulls, but you've only got 2 weeks before she's gone, so if you run out of this currency, hey, it's cool, baby. You just pull out that little plastic card in your wallet and hit me with those wacky digits on the back. Boom, now you're a millionaire. It's not just brain rot, I suppose that's not fair, but creating an environment that thrives on gambling addiction, FOMO, or even just locking progress behind a timer or paywall, it's usually enough to generate revenue from the users that are now engaged with your app. Even if it looks and plays like this, motherfuckers are going to gladly throw money at you. But that's not for me. Now, I don't want to sit here and act like, I'm too smart for that, they can't get me to open my wallet, because it's not true. I have spent money on booby waifu pools. I'm not proud of it, but I've been there. I was hooked on Genshin for a little bit, guys. Now, that's the thing, though. It's hard for me to call MiHoYo games mobile games, even though they technically are. I don't play them on my phone. It's a terrible experience. I don't like touchscreen controls. They kind of suck. But MiHoYo is smart as fuck, because their games are PC games that also technically work on your phone. MiHoYo is now worth $65 billion because they make solid games. You can play these for free, you won't be held back that much, all things considered. You won't be min-maxing like whales, but they are, at their core, single-player games, so you don't really need to. But again, to me, these are PC games, not mobile games. Mobile games are this garbage. Alright, I promised to mention some good mobile games, and I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna give you a short little list that can, you can fill your time at the dentist waiting room, or just play these while you're taking a shit or something. Now here's the thing. I love indie game developers. My first video on this channel was literally about indie games versus AAA games. I truly think that most indie developers are single-handedly keeping the gaming industry from turning to complete shit. Indie devs have more to lose, yet they have integrity. Concerned Ape has a mega hit under his belt, and we know for a fact that Haunted Chocolatier is going to make waves as soon as it drops as well. Yet, Mr. Barone isn't rushing to shit out a subpar project. He's taken his time, and he's still pouring love into his first game, Stardew Valley. And it works on your phone. Pretty well, too, I must say. Like I said, I hate touchscreen controls, yet I have a file nearing perfection on my phone. So, you want a full-fledged game without ads on your phone? There you go. But the indie love doesn't stop there. Balatro works pretty well on your phone. It's almost like it was designed with mobile in mind. Now, back when I was playing it on my phone, I won't lie, it was kind of a battery drainer, and it made my phone get really hot. I don't love that. Maybe it's been updated now, I don't know. I opted to just buy it on Steam and enjoy it that way instead. Vampire Survivors runs great, and it's free on mobile. That's actually how I played it for the first time, and dude, I was so hooked that I literally fucked up my thumb from playing it too much. I rubbed my thumb raw because I couldn't put this game down. I promptly said fuck this, and I bought it and the Castlevania DLC on Steam, but hey, if you don't have little bitch thumbs like me, give it a whirl. And finally, what is by far my #1 phone game, Shattered Pixel Dungeon. This is, without a doubt, the perfect... This is, without a doubt, the perfect phone game. At least if you like roguelikes. It can be hard, it'll piss you off, but man, it's perfect. It's just a full-ass game with really good replayability that is ideal for small little moments of, I'm bored, I just want to play something to pass the time. It is absolutely my go-to game on my phone. The controls are intuitive and it feels like they're actually built around being on a phone. It's essentially turn-based, so if you have to put your phone down for a second, you're not going to get fucked over by not paying attention. It's procedurally generated, so no two playthroughs are the same. Unless you use a seed like a little bitch. And this shit came out over 10 years ago, yet it's still being updated. These are all games that you can buy and play on Steam that work perfectly on your phone. Full-fledged games that would make Little Bit Pixel feel like the future was bright. I'm sure there are plenty more phone bangers that I've never heard of. Clearly I just found Pixel Dungeon earlier this year. But hey, if you got any games on your phone? If you've got games on your phone that aren't shovelware garbage, bitch, drop them in the comments, because I always need new good shit to play while I'm pooping. Hey, with that said, I'm out. See y'all in the next one.